Hey guys! Welcome to Couple. Please like and subscribe if you like the video. We said goodbye to Rick last week on The Walking Dead, as the character is moving off the program and over for a series of TWD movies. But with every goodbye on this show, there is a hello, and this week we were introduced to the next best thing, Rick Jr. Yes, it appears Rick and Michonne's talk about planning for the future was not just talk, and the end result was a baby boy named after his father who goes by RJ. That wasn't the only shocker. Take what long-haired Carol did in burning some saviors alive. Or the X scar on Michonne's back. Or, I don't know, talking zombies. We spoke to showrunner Angela Kung about all that and more, and she dropped some juicy behind-the-scenes tidbits along the way. Read through both pages of the interview for all the scoop. Entertainment Weekly, this episode marks the show's most abrupt change yet in a lot of respects. What was it like embarking on this new chapter with new stories, new characters, and new looks? Angela Kong, it was a lot of fun, but also it's just very daunting. Rick's departure was so huge. Then episode 6 was almost like piloting a whole new show while still trying to keep the DNA of the show that we've been watching for so many years. I know all the actors had such a great time just collaborating on the looks, and the hair. We had a conversations about like, well, let's talk about what this character looks like 6 years in the future. Denai Guerrera and Melissa McBride had these great ideas on what to do with their hair that we were able to design. We worked on costumes, using the comic book as references for stuff like Jesus look, which we'll see in these episodes going forward, then also just stuff like was just fresh for the show. That part of the process was definitely a lot of fun. The production design team did such an amazing job bringing to life some of the looks from the comic, while still using some of the stuff that's specific to the show. We've got this windmill that's a big deal from the comic book that our production designer had the great idea to build it on top of one of the bombed out houses. That was kind of specific to the show's mythology. Angela, did you just tease the Jesus man bun? Is that what I heard out of you? There may be some man bun action coming. I was wondering how you decided which characters had drastic new looks and which were pretty similar, and it's also interesting to hear you say that Denai and Melissa helped with the ideas for their hair. It's funny. With deciding who was going to have really dramatic new looks versus stay the same, it really depended a lot on the character, because there are some characters that are just people who stay stable and steady. For example, Daryl, there's definitely things that have happened with his look because things have happened to him, but Daryl's not a guy who goes and gets crazy hairstyles, or whatever. Whereas, Michonne, she's someone who always has had an edge. I think that was one of things we were like, well, you know, maybe after everything that happened with Rick, maybe her hair, she gets a gray streak or something.